Power policy is introduced in Android Automotive to give the system fine-grained control over what functionality is allowed to run. In vehicles, turning the system on or off is not sufficient. Many scenarios require Android to stay running while disabling user-visible or power-intensive features. Power policy solves this problem. It defines a contract between the vehicle and Android describing which capabilities are permitted at a given moment. This concept does not exist in mobile Android and is fundamental to automotive power architecture. A power policy is defined as a named collection of power components. Each component is explicitly marked as enabled or disabled. These components represent logical Android capabilities, not physical hardware switches. For example, display controls whether UI is allowed, audio controls audio output usage, and location controls access to location services. When a component is disabled, Android framework services must stop using it. Hardware may still be powered, but Android behavior is restricted. This distinction is extremely important and frequently misunderstood. Android Automotive defines a fixed set of power components that can be controlled by policy. These include audio, media, display, input, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, cellular, location, microphone, CPU, Ethernet, projection, and trusted device detection. Each component maps to one or more framework services. When a component is turned off, services must gracefully stop activity. A lesser-known detail is that CPU off does not mean the processor is powered down. It means background execution is restricted, and only essential system threads are allowed. Power policy is intentionally independent from system power state. Android may be in on state, while many components are disabled. This separation allows scenarios such as background maintenance, quick resume, and silent operation. For example, during garage mode, Android is on, CPU and network are enabled, but display, audio, and input are disabled. This design avoids expensive suspend and resume cycles while still conserving energy. This separation is a core architectural principle, emphasized in automotive power design. Power policies are defined using XML configuration files. These files are typically provided by the OEM and placed under vendor or system configuration paths. Each policy has a unique name and explicitly lists enabled and disabled components. Android parses these policies during boot. The system also defines a default policy, which enables all components. OEMs may define additional policies for scenarios like driving, parked, charging, or maintenance. A critical nuance is that XML errors may not crash the system, but can lead to silent feature loss. At runtime, power policy changes are applied dynamically. The vehicle, or a system privilege service, requests a policy change. CarPowerManagementService validates the request and switches the active policy. All registered listeners are notified immediately. Policy changes are not limited to ignition events. They may occur frequently, for example when the display is turned off, while audio remains active. This dynamic behavior allows the system to adapt continuously to vehicle conditions. Android provides Car Power Manager APIs for observing power policy changes. System services register Car Power Policy Listener to receive callbacks when policies change. The callback includes lists of enabled and disabled components. Services must immediately comply and must never block the callback thread. Blocking or slow handling can delay power transitions and trigger watchdog resets. This is one of the most common causes of unstable shutdown or suspend behavior in OEM systems. Power policy directly affects application behavior. When a component is disabled, applications attempting to use it may receive errors or lose access silently. Applications must not assume constant availability of audio, display, or connectivity. Well-designed automotive apps rely on system signals and gracefully pause or resume functionality. A subtle point is that third-party apps are not expected to control power policy. Only system and OEM apps should interact with these APIs. Power policy configuration is safety critical. Incorrect policies can disable input, audio, or projection while driving. Android relies on OEMs to define correct policies for every vehicle state. These configurations are validated during automotive CTS, vendor testing, and vehicle-level validation. A lesser-known fact is that many policy issues appear only in real vehicles, due to timing and state transitions that cannot be reproduced on test benches. In summary, power policy is the mechanism that defines what Android Automotive is allowed to do at any moment. It controls capabilities, not hardware. It is independent of power state, dynamically applied, and deeply integrated with safety and maintenance features. Most real-world automotive power issues originate from misunderstood or incorrectly configured power policies. Mastering this concept is mandatory before working on garage mode, boot optimization, or power source code.